make that chocolate cake that's going to wow everyone, that people are going to be asking, who made this? People are going to need your service. People are going to be asking questions. Is that you? Stay tuned. Number one tip I'm going to give to you is try to work with Dutch processed cocoa. Dutch processed cocoa are cocoas that are predefined and worked in right heat, temperature, and all. They give you quality taste. They give you a quality cocoa taste, and that is what you want to test in that chocolate cake. You want to test that chocolate cake, and you want it should tickle your senses. Do you understand me? Like everything chocolate should be existing in that cake, because chocolate is made from cocoa perhaps, so everything chocolate should be existing in that cake. So that's what you want to get from it. Another tip I'm going to give to you is try to add coffee, just a little bit of coffee or espresso in your chocolate cake. When you do that, it's not going to overpower the chocolate. It's not going to do that, but it's just going to give you a richer depth of taste. Practice, they say, is perfect. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. You can see my facial expression because I'm already thinking of how it tastes. It tastes so good. It tastes so good that it just gives you that classy. It just makes it look like you know what you're doing. I don't know how to say it. It just makes it look like you know what you're doing. You know, that this lady knows what she's baking. This man knows what he's baking. That's what it looks like. So try, experiment it. Get some espresso. Get some vanilla espresso. I'm sorry. I love that song anyways. But yeah, get that espresso. Get that coffee. And mix it with some hot water, of course. And then pour it into the batter of your chocolate cake. And trust me, guys. Trust me. Your chocolate cake will be on to another level. Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Ike Obi, and I give you baking tips, tricks, hacks, recipes, and everything lifestyle, just as my bio says. Okay, so if you're watching this is the time to subscribe. This is the time to like and share. Now try to add a secret ingredient to your chocolate cake, and that secret ingredient you can add is your sour cream or buttermilk. Now what do? The acidity, okay, works with the gluten from your flour, and it results to a lighter, softer cake. Should I say that again? When you work with buttermilk or sour cream, add a bit of it to your chocolate cake. We know these things are acidic, right? Of course, buttermilk is simply your full cream milk and vinegar, right? So it's acidic. Now, the acid will work with the gluten. We know that there's gluten in flour, right? Which is where you mix it and all. So when it works with it, it reacts with it, and it results in a lighter, softer cake. And that is what we want in our chocolate cake. If you go to my Instagram page, which the link is up there, you're going to see one of the best chocolate cake recipes. You can go and visit it and just see, right? Okay, so yes, that is what the buttermilk and sour cream is going to do to your chocolate cake. It's going to give you tender crumb, it's going to give you softer crumb, it's going to give you more moist cake. It's just going to give you a wow chocolate cake, which you don't want to miss. So try to incorporate that in your chocolate cake. Another important tip is add boiling water. Add boiling water at the end of the mixing process. Once you are done, it depends on the size of batter that you do have. You know, you can decide to add half cup or decide to add 1 cup or even more than a cup, okay, of boiling water. Pour it in. Now what does it do? It tenderizes the cocoa. I'm sorry I'm using that word. It's like I'm speaking about meat, but I'm just trying to say that it enhances the flavor and the taste of the cocoa, okay? And then what it does again is it creates a moist cake. I think chocolate cake is one of my best cakes, because based on the way I'm talking about this video, I used to think it was vanilla, but I think chocolate cake is taking it for me. Because as I'm talking about it, I'm just thinking of chocolate cake, like it's just moving around my head. But yes, work with boiling water, okay? Work with boiling water. Boiling water, just it's like the icing on the cake, okay? Like I said, in that boiling water, you can try to add espresso, or you just have the plain boiled winning water, hot water, and mix it. Just as you mix it, pour it on the pan and bake. Leave your cake at the right temperature, then come back and see your cake. The cake is just going to be staring at you in a very beautiful way, and you're going to be so pleased with what you have done. You're going to be so happy that this thing I did, I performed wonders. I performed some magic on this. But hey, the hot water contributed to the magic, guys. Okay, so this point is also very, very, very important. Alongside every other point I have given to you, try to use oil instead of butter. Why I say that is, or perhaps use a combination of oil and butter. Say use half. Okay, what happens, you know, naturally oil makes your cake moist. Okay, you know that naturally, that's what oil does. So when you decide to use oil, you know, or perhaps a combination of oil and butter, which I kind of like too, okay, so you find that you're gonna have a more moist chocolate cake, not a dry cake. Look, chocolate cake is naturally supposed to be moist. You know when they say melt in the mouth kind of cake, that is how you want your chocolate cake to be. You should eat it and it just goes down, like it just slides down. That's what you want, right? It just melts. Oil, I'm not dramatic. I'm trying to pass the message to you so that you get me, okay? Oil does that to your chocolate cake, or like I said, do a combination of oil and of butter, and you're gonna have an amazing cake. So of course, do not over bake your cake. Don't ever do that. You're just gonna look, if you over bake your cake, all the points that I've given to you would result in nothing, right? Yeah, because over baking your cake now would tap out every moisture from that cake, would tap out every fluffiness from that cake, would tap out the size of that cake. Yes, if your cake was supposed to be this height, when you over bake it and it gets cold, it's going to be like this, and that's the truth. And what happens is that you have taken away the fluffiness, you have taken away the texture, you have ruined it. So the coffee, the hot water, the secret ingredient, everything you added has just gone to waste. You don't want to do that. So please bake at the right temperature. If you're using an oven that you don't understand, because there's so many kinds of ovens, you have your conventional oven, you have your gas oven, you have your microwave, everything. If you don't understand the temperature, please buy an oven thermometer. So if that recipe calls for baking at 325 degrees Fahrenheit, use your oven thermometer. In that way, you are very, very, very sure that you're going to get the right baking time at the right temperature. Guys, I remain AKLB, and I believe you're enjoying the tips that I've given you to getting the best chocolate cake ever. So if you did, kindly subscribe, kindly like and share. Do that for me. Invite your friends who also love to bake, so that they can also enjoy from the tips and tricks that I give. I remain myself. See you in my next video. Bye.